I pick up at Just Salads off of Old Country Road in Westbury. I get into my car. I get onto Merrick Road, and a quarter of a mile before the Parkway exit, they're rebuilding old buildings into new modern buildings in an area that's going to be very congested in Freeport, right before the Parkway, right before the hill into Merrick. It's going to be so congested. It's going to be a lot more people, but less road. Back up. I don't have time for this today. I'm not going to rush and be late. I make a U-E. I get onto Sunrise Highway. I jump on the Parkway. The GPS wants to take me the long way. Why? I know where I'm going. So I go with my gut. I get off that Concourse Avenue. Perfect. Merchant Concourse, I think it's called. Okay. I get the food. It's a small order. 2 bags. Jump back in my car. Get back onto the Parkway. I'm on the Parkway. Massive traffic. There's a backup. Construction, you name it. Whatever. I just don't want to play the game today. I get off the exit. I get onto Hempstead Turnpike. I cut through East Meadow, Merrick to Belmore to get to Seaford. Well, it brought me to State Street and got me onto the Southern State, which led me to Hicksville Road, really in Seaford, even though it looks like it's Massapequa, the address. It's right on the border. It's really Seaford. Shouldn't be that hard. I mean, if I didn't know my market, I would have easily added 30 additional minutes to the pickup and drop off, probably 45. That's how many obstacles were in my way from getting to the drop off, getting to the pickup, and then getting to the drop off. It shouldn't have been that difficult. That's what these apps don't take into consideration. Now, I get in there, I open up the food, everything's good. And I've delivered here many times. Nice people. And an order comes in from Dlivrd. I decided to take it. I used Chrome because I'm delivering to a hospital in Roslyn, and it's at $1,000 worth of guac food. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to make 2 trips. I read all the notes. I made sure that when I pull up, the notes are very specific. You know, make the right after or right before the hospital. And, you know, they gave me specific instructions, which helps when you're delivering to a hospital. And I saw all the parking, all the pull up. I mean, I'm sure there's a loading zone in an area like that. Either way, I have to make 2 trips. I'm going to do it. But I have to get mentally ready for it. And I will be triple checking the address when I get home on my laptop and see the big picture of where I can drop off. Where can people load? I need to know that. Because they're saying go right to the 2nd floor. That means nobody's coming out. Where some hospitals around here anyway, they say pull up, we come out to you, because they don't want you walking the hallways. But the instructions said you come up to the 2nd floor, and we'll, whatever number. I'm gonna do it. So stay tuned. Let's see how that goes. After I completed the Dlivrd delivery today, I turned on Uber, left it on, and I drove to a store that I wanted to shop at. I picked up a few things. It never rang. In the middle of daytime lunch on a Tuesday, in an area that usually when I turn on Uber, I at least get a few. It might not be jamming, but a few. I shopped. I got closer to home. I turned it on, and I completed, I think, 5. And I was lucky. I chose to take those because the other offers were pathetic. It's bad out there. So I'm very grateful for tomorrow's delivery of, it's 109 and change. the payout. And I'm mentally getting ready for it because it's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to see if I can complete it in 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's Wednesday. I'm on my way to the pickup. Guac food. $1,000 worth of guac food. It's going to be a lot. I have my car all ready for that extra space. Good thing I left 15 minutes early because I would have been late if I didn't. Everything just seems like there's just obstacle after obstacle, but I'll get there in the nick of time. So here we go. I'm at the intersection of entering Catholic Health. It's St. Francis Hospital and Heart Center. And I will tell you this, that I expected it to be so much more food. And it's not. Prices are gone up so much that I see a decrease in the amount of food that you get for the money. And I really expected it to be so much more. So I'm happy I took it because prices are going so high. As long as there's a ramp and I have a place to park and I can deliver, you know, $1,000 worth of guac food compared to 2 years ago is not the same. Not at all. So I'm delivering less bags. It wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. That wasn't so bad. I put the bags on the bottom of the cart in a different way. And I only made one trip. These people were really nice. These people were very nice. And it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I was asked, because it was a lot of food, but not as much as it used to be. And they said, please unwrap all the saran wraps. And they did ask me to, start the tins, because there's saran wrap underneath it, because it would have leaked all over the place. And even though I had small containers of beans, like they got a half a tray and a quarter tray, one of the tops came off, and good thing I had the box in plastic. So that prevented a whole mess. And they saw what I did, and they were like, oh, thank you. I laid the food out on the boxes. I just opened them up, used them as liners. And I also had a plastic bag around it. So now I'm heading home. I received an offer of almost $1,300 worth of food from Popeyes. And I'm driving it to Rockville Center tomorrow, to a building I've been to many times. And I'm really grateful. It's $111. I'll show you the screenshot. So that's that. Because of inflation, the orders have gotten smaller. When I delivered $1,000 worth of guac food 2 years ago, even a year ago, you got a lot more for your money. And because of inflation, you're getting less and less for your money. So I said yes to the Popeyes because I can do it. Now tomorrow, it's supposed to be sleety and rainy, an accumulation of 1 inch or so. I'm going to do it. Dlivrd sent me an offer for $111, and I'm really happy they did at the right time. Things happen for a reason. So I'm going to do it, and I'm home now because I just don't have it in me to drive around all day in the hopes of earning a few bucks. It's that bad. So I probably will go out tonight. I'm going to stay home and work on the computer for a few hours. I don't want to waste my time. And go out for dinner time for a little while. At least my time won't be wasted. If I go out during prime time, in the middle of the week, I'll go out for 3.5 hours. I'll suck it up. You know where I stand. I'm waiting for regulatory clarity. I'm waiting to hear, Do I have to pay taxes on capital gains, my crypto capital gains? Because it matters. And I will suck it up. I've had harder times. I will wait. And I continue to accumulate, but, you know, a little bit. I'm not playing with hundreds of dollars. So this is what I'm about to do. I'm going to work online. Got stuff to do here. And simply just moving forward. So I accepted that order. It's $1,200 worth of food from Popeyes. I just listened to the news, the weather again. I'm out again. I'll talk about that in a moment. I will be giving back this offer for tomorrow morning because it's supposed to be very bad weather between 4 a.m. and 12 p.m. Let someone else do it. I'm going to release this order. We understand that situations arise, but releasing an accepted order could result in fewer assignments. Have a nice day. Yes, how dare you. I just checked. I'm out now. It's 6:30. I said go out and earn $50. That's it. I went home, worked on my website after that order. I had a bad kickoff to my day today, but I got through it. What else is new? I'll talk about that another time. I can't talk about it now. And you gig workers, you got to know it. It's going to be a good video. Short and sweet. And if it didn't happen today, it would have happened eventually. So I'm going to stay out. I wasn't planning on it tonight. I'm not getting up and working in that weather. It's supposed to be sleety, rainy. It's supposed to start snowing at 4 a.m. Then go in. The worst of it is going to be during rush hour. And the order I'm picking up tomorrow is at 10:50 a.m. So that means I would have to leave at least 10 if it's bad weather and get there. And it's almost $1,300 worth of food. You know what? Get someone else to do it. You want to send me less assignments? Either way, I go out and I work this weekend part-time. You know what my plan of action is. So this is what I'm doing. It's not worth all that hurt and pain, and I'm not going there. And tomorrow in the afternoon, it's supposed to be gray, warm, and 40. So if I go out tomorrow, it'll be after 1 p.m. when all the nonsense is over with, when the roads are clear, when it hits 40-something degrees. I just heard it on the radio. This is so bizarre. Everything is so bizarre. The other girls in the office, I texted my mom and I told her thank you for giving me a heads up, because I checked the weather all day and I just listened to it one more time, and it's worse than it was before. And during rush hour, morning rush hour, you could keep it. All right, here we go. Let's see what I earn. I only completed 4 deliveries and I got gas. I'm just not in the mood. I was really in the mood to be home today and work on my website, and that's what I did. After that, hellish. I will share the story in the future, what happened today. Not for this video. So, hellish delivery. Life could be a lot worse. I'm going to keep an eye out with iViewIt, because, I mean, we're going to have 5 different weather patterns tomorrow by 1 p.m. So I plan on getting up in the morning, getting dressed, being ready to head on out. I just didn't want to be obligated to a scheduled delivery that if it is really bad out, it would be hellish to get the food into the car, just about $1,300 worth. And when I get to the drop-off, even though I'm familiar with the area and they have plenty of parking, I have to get up to the building and get in. And if it's really that bad out, I mean, we're supposed to have rain, sleet, and snow all going on at the same time from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. and the snow is going to start at 4 a.m. It just wasn't worth the gamble. You know, I'm a hustler, but I don't need to hurt myself to hustle. So I probably will go out tomorrow, at least for a few hours. I'll see if I can find an iViewIt. If not, I say very local a handful of Ubers and Grubhubs and keep doing what I'm doing. Stay focused and wait until I can cash out half my smart investments and pay off all my debt. That includes my car. That's my plan. That's what keeps me motivated. But today was like a real boom. I swear, it was boom. And I listened to Saying It Like It Is today again. We're just on what he puts out there, I've been thinking. And today he uploaded another video. And the first half, I'm like, everything he shares in this video, I've thought for the past few months more than I ever have. So I just enjoy his content, his outlook, his perception. I guess his perception, yeah. So until the next video clip, I'll see if I'm in the mood to work on this tonight when I get up there. Have a good one. Until the next one. Bye, everybody.